I'm going to take a wild guess and assume that you have a website. I'm also going to guess that you care about knowing who and what visits your website, because you have a lot of money to lose by not monitoring that. If you run an online business right now, you've probably stared at a Google Analytics chart that looks exactly like this and panicked. Traffic is flat, clicks are down, and you think your site is dying. But your site is not dying. Your traffic is not disappearing, it's just turning invisible. Everybody in marketing right now is obsessed with one thing, and that's GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. They're all desperate to get their content read by AI models like ChatGPT or Gemini. But there's one massive fatal flaw in how we're tracking this. LLMs don't click. They don't load your JavaScript. If you're a publisher, they're quietly extracting your articles without loading your ads. If you run an e-commerce brand, they're scraping your pricing and inventory. If you're a startup founder, they're eating your server resources. Google Analytics records absolutely nothing, and you lose money or mentions. Your website could be getting hit thousands of times per day by massive AI models scraping your data, and you could still be flying completely blind. Now, we've all become so obsessed with looking at the front-end dashboard that we completely forgot about the one place on the internet that doesn't lie, and that's your server logs. Relying only on client-side analytics to run a modern online business is like trying to run a massive supermarket with your only tool being one security camera pointing at the front door. That front door right there is essentially your client-side analytics. Your front door camera shows a really slow day. Maybe 50 people walked in and nobody bought anything. Because you only look at that camera, you assume you have a traffic and conversion problem. You think you need to redesign the store. You lower the prices. You even buy more land to expand the building, assuming you just need to attract more traffic. But what you don't realize is that your store is not empty. The back door is actually wide open. A fleet of robot thieves entered, quietly taking thousands of your inventory for free. You're busy spending money to optimize the client-side front door, completely unaware that you're being scraped blind out the back at the server level. And that is the trap in GEO and AI optimization right now. Marketing teams are spending thousands of hours and tens of thousands of dollars to rewrite their entire website infrastructure just to please AI models. But if you're only looking at Google Analytics, you have absolutely zero proof that any of this effort is working. You're pouring money into a black hole. You just can't manage what you're not measuring. And right now, if you only have client-side tracking, you're not measuring the AI and the bots. Let's be honest, GEO without server-side log tracking is not optimization. It's just guessing in the dark. We saw this exact thing happening. Here at SecondBreakfast, we were working with publishers and SaaS founders who were pulling their hair out. Their GA4 dashboards were stagnating, but their server costs were spiking. So we popped the hood open. We pulled their raw server logs, and it was a bloodbath. Huge portions of their server resources were being eaten by stealth scrapers and headless bots that were completely bypassing traditional security. But reading raw server logs is honestly a nightmare, so we built a translator. It's a tool called Honeylog. We built it to be a server-side auditor that gives founders their ground truth back. It catches the invisible bot traffic, the AI scrapers, and the inventory thieves that traditional tools miss. So, if you want to survive the inevitable shift to AI-driven search, you have to know exactly who and what is hitting your servers. Stop optimizing for ghosts. If you want to finally see what your analytics dashboard has been hiding for you this whole time, check out Honeylog. Or if you're just interested in learning how to spot these patterns yourself, I put together a ground truth cheat sheet. I'll leave the link below. Stop chasing the click and start monitoring the scrape.